Wow. Almost. I almost got it, guys. But, ladies and gentlemen, man, I have made my triumphant return back to fucking Stoner Talk podcast, right? So today's gonna be a fucking very special episode. I don't know if you can tell by the way that I'm dressed, right? I actually got dressed for today. It's funny too. I didn't have any plans actually. I literally got dressed up like this, nice as I can, just for this fucking quick video I'm gonna record. I dressed up so I can drink, smoke, and record myself, right? So I have a very important announcement to make. But before I do, I know there's been ones and ones of people out there who have been asking, right? Where's fucking? That's not gonna work. Where the fuck? Give me 1 second. I know there's ones and ones of you out there who have been asking yourselves, where is our glorious Lord and Master Napescape? Where has he been, right? And to be honest with you, my dear friends, the reason I haven't been uploading any videos and I haven't been making any content is because I didn't fucking want to, if I'm being honest. I'm the type of person that I only like to do things when I want to do them. I only like doing what I want to do, right? I like to be in tune with my mind, body, my spirit, my emotions, right? And if I don't feel like doing something, I won't fucking do it. I do not give a fuck, bro. Fuck that. I'm a very disciplined person. I'm very consistent and concise. But if I do not feel like doing something, I will not force myself. So that's one of the main reasons why I haven't been uploading. I just haven't wanted to, if I'm being honest. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Yeah, so give me 1 second. And then there's one more important piece of information that I wanted to share with you guys today. The reason I'm holding the blunt like this is because I fucking wrote it wrong. But let me get into my important announcement, right? Though, for those of you who may know me, and for those of you who may not, my name is Napescape, right? I've been Napescape for about 10 years now, right? And the reason I started doing this whole Napescape bullshit, because I felt like there was a point in my life where I felt like I had nothing. I felt like I had no friends. I felt like no girls liked me. No girlfriend, obviously, right? I felt like I had no talents, no skills, nothing special about me. I felt like just a fucking loser, man. There's so many times in my life where I felt like nothing. I felt like nobody. I felt like I had nothing to show off or nothing, So many times in my life. So I just said, you know what, man, I'm tired of feeling all these fucking negative emotions and having all these negative thoughts in my head. I think it's time that I do something about it, right? So that's kind of where I got the whole idea for making music, right? I felt like I was tired of feeling like a nobody, feeling like a loser. So I just said, hey, let me fucking just do something with this energy that I have, whether it be positive or negative, right? So that's kind of where it all started, right? Obviously, is a girl I used to like. I used to make songs about her and shit, and I was hoping she would listen to them and she would fucking, maybe, I don't know, start having feelings for me or something. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, if I'm being honest. Who knows what I was thinking? Excuse me. But like I said, I felt like there was a point in my life where I felt like I had nothing, I felt like I had nobody. I actually needed to do something about that. So I started making music. The first few songs that I made, I showed to my closest friends in high school. And I remember they all laughed at me. Everybody laughed because my songs were so bad that they started to show everybody, and then everybody showed everybody else, and everybody just laughed at me and the songs that I made. I remember I was so embarrassed at the time, and I was so mad at my friends. I mean, technically they're not even my friends looking back now, so that was my fault. Excuse me. But I was so I was so upset that they would fucking people would laugh at me, you know, and make fun of me. And then it kind of made me want to take it more seriously. So I started making more songs, right? Started making more songs. Started fucking improving the quality, you know. And all this started with like my phone and my Apple headphones that I had at the time. So I was literally making music just with my phone and my Apple headphones. And then like over the years, right, I was like 16, 15 maybe when I started doing that shit. And then over the years, like when I was a senior in high school, right, I feel like people just started like noticing it, kind of started realizing, like not realizing, but I mean, people just started noticing, I guess. That's the best way I could say it. You know, people knew that I was Napescape. No one really fucked with me still, but they just knew that I was Napescape, you know. There's a couple people back in high school who used to call me Napes, actually. Napes or Napescape and shit. And there's still some people who I see them, they still call me Napes. So it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's whatever, though. So yeah, I mean, like, so like, I started really like trying to get more serious about my music. And that's when like my senior year, right? Met some girl, talked to her, didn't work out, whatever, who cares? And then I was so sad at the time for whatever reason. I started making music and dedicating it to her, right? And I feel like from that point is where it started to blow up, right? So even now, like even though this person is not in my life, even though this person is not my friend, even though this person is not someone I fuck with or someone that I like or someone that I respect, it's kind of like every time I kind of like make music, kind of think about that person. Or like, damn, if I never met that person and if I never had feelings for them, like who knows if I would have kept on making music, and who knows what if I kept on would have kept on improving, right? There's a chance that if I never met that person, I probably wouldn't even have continued making music, or I would have gave up like everyone else, you know, that I knew. So it's pretty weird. But like just that's what inspired me to make music and to improve, you know. And it was like a couple years of that. It was like years and years of my life. I was fucking wasted it thinking about the past, right? There was so many years. I mean, that's not like I'm fucking in my I'm not having like a midlife crisis or anything, right? I'm only 24, but there's a couple years of my life that I just wasted, and I feel like I wasted so many opportunities and I ruined so many friendships because I was literally just thinking about the past. Like I was walking forward but looking backwards, and I didn't really care about who I was fucking bumping into, right? So it kind of took me a couple years to realize, like, damn, dude, like all this time I've been thinking about this person, and like I've been trying to like reach out and reconnect and fucking whatever the fuck. And all this time, this person's just been living their life, just doing their thing, you know? Probably hasn't even given one fuck about me, if I'm being honest. And then it's like, kind of hit me like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? You know? And then I was at a point too where like, I had no idea, like, I just felt like I had no idea like where to go from there, right? I feel like I was at a crossroads. And then around that time too was the time that my father passed away. Rest in peace, dog. Miss you every day. So yeah, felt like at that time in my life I was like at an important crossroads, and I had a couple decisions to make, and I feel like I made the wrong one, right? So it's been years later, like, so my dad passed away. So it's been 2 years since my dad passed away, and I feel like I made the wrong decision then, right? And then I feel like years later, right, here I am now. So I made like 3 more albums, right? Fucking got a promotion at my job. You know, have a little bit more of a social life now. I've been going to the gym, going heavy as I can. I can see it in my physique, right? So I feel like I've been improving in my life, but I'm at a similar point again now, where I'm like at these crossroads, where I feel like at this point in my life, I have a very, very couple, I guess, a very, very important couple of decisions to make about my life and my future going forward, right? Or I feel like I've been presented with some options, and then I just like I have no idea which option is the right one, which option I should choose, you know? And it's like I feel like if I fuck this one up, it's gonna really affect me, because this is like my livelihood, you know? This is like my mental health and everything. So I feel like I'm at a crossroads in my life right now, and this is like the first time in years in my own life that I felt like kind of scared, I guess, about the future, you know? Where it's like right now I am really, really, really uncertain about what's going to be happening, you know, moving forward. I mean, it's not like anything bad. It's like, it's good, right? Where it's like, where like my life is going to start changing now, but not because I did anything wrong. Like I've been doing everything right. I was doing everything I was supposed to do. I was keeping my head down, keeping my fucking mouth shut. And it's like now it's like time to move up for me, right? It's time for me to do better. Time for me to accept change, you know. Some change might be good, some change might not be. But I think it's time for me to be more mature and be more professional. I've been trying to practice it, but now it's time to put those words into action, right? So that's those are the choices that I don't want to get too much into the details, but it's like I just feel like this like specific point that I'm at, like if I fucking make the wrong decision, I guess it's like it could affect me in like more ways than one, right? But like I said, it's nothing bad though. It's like good. It's like I'm improving, I'm moving up, like I'm doing good, but it's like I'm so uncertain about everything right now, right? Like I just have no idea like what the fuck's gonna happen, you know? And I feel like for me, I'm the type of person that when I'm presented with a choice, I usually choose the wrong option, man. I feel like just based off experience, that's usually what it's been like. So this time I'm just like, damn, I need to have the maturity and the wisdom, right? And the mental clarity to really think like, all right, like, what am I going to do now? Where am I going from here, you know? And it's just been hard. It's just been hard. But, I mean, I'm not stressing too much. I'm chilling, if I'm being honest. But let me get to the fucking meat and bones of what I was going to fucking say, right? All right, so, I mean, for those of you who know me, or for those of you who don't, right, my name is Napescape. Basically, I make music, right, and I started doing this YouTube channel, and then I kind of like, damn, how do I even say this? I guess let me think. So like I said, I feel like I started doing all this, my art, my music, and even this, because a lot of times I just felt like I had nothing else, right? So I mean like, and then to you, whoever's listening or whoever's not listening or watching the shorts or watching my videos, like to you, it might just be, you might not even give a fuck. You might just be some other content creator, some other dude on the fucking internet, right? Trying to make videos and trying to get a following, trying to fucking get views and shit, right? So most of you out there might not even give a fuck about me or what I have to say. But, to me, I guess like, this is something I really do give a fuck about. There's not many things I like really care about in my life, I guess, but this is like one of them, one of the things that's like most important to me. So the announcement I want to make now, like to anyone who's listening, it might not matter to you at all, like you might not give a fuck about me or what I'm gonna say, but to me this means like the world, right? This literally like means everything to me. What I wanted to say was my name is Napescape, and I just released another album, right? It's called 0 Likes, 0 Plays, 0 Followers. It's going to be out on Apple Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, Shazam, Deezer, Pandora. You know, everywhere you stream music. So go ahead and check it out. Or don't. You know, I don't give a fuck. So that's all I wanted to say, you know. You know, like I said, you know, you might not care about my music. You might not care about my YouTube channel. You might not care about my fucking, you know, Stoner Talk podcast YouTube channel, or my Napescape official YouTube channel, right? Or my Napescape topic YouTube channel, which is technically not even mine. Like, you might not care about the things that I'm doing. You might not care about the fucking moves that I'm making, right? You might just see my shit and just keep scrolling. But like for me, it's like I'm actually trying. This is like something I do care about. This is like my passion project. This is something I want to do, right? Like I said, I haven't been uploading videos, and I haven't been really recording anything. And the real reason why I haven't been recording is because I was trying to finish up my album. Like I was literally, there's like 3 or 4 nights that I didn't really sleep well, because I was just up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, just trying to draw or trying to make music, finish up the album, or finishing up the cover art for my album. So like I had a couple sleepless nights just trying to get it done, you know. But this is probably like one project that I released that doesn't really feel rushed. Like this, I mean, like all my previous albums, you know, I've had some songs where I'm like, okay, like this song is like pretty good. This is like one of the highest songs, you know. This song is not the best. It's not bad, but it's not the greatest, you know. So this is going to be like the lower songs, lower quality songs. And then I try to put like, okay, let me put some like high songs and then low songs and then high songs again. So like try to hopefully attract like attention throughout the album. I feel like this album that I just released recently is probably like one of the best albums I've probably the best album I've made so far, right? Where I feel like every song that I've made is like it's not up and down where some are hits and misses. I feel like it's just consistent. Like these are 10 songs that it's like, hey man, these are like solid as fuck. They're not the best, but they're solid as fuck. I really do fuck with them a lot, you know. I am very proud of what I just did, you know, like the work that I made. And like I said, like most people are probably not even gonna listen to my shit, right? Like I know if I sent the link my Spotify, I'm sorry, I'm fucking stuttering now. I know if I sent the link of my music or my album to like anyone in my family, 100% they wouldn't fucking listen to that shit, right? If I send it to my friends, whatever, like most of them would not listen to that shit. If I send it to my coworkers, dude, they're fucking, you know, they might listen to a couple songs. There's only a couple coworkers that I have that like I know like, oh, this person would fucking fuck with my shit, right? But for the majority of the people out there, I would say like whoever I send it to, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, people I know, people I don't know, whoever I fucking send my shit to, like I already know they're not gonna listen to it. So that's the main reason why I feel like there's no reason in promoting my shit, because it's like at the end of the day, who gives a fuck, you know? Who really gives a fuck, you know? Like, do you give a fuck? Obviously you don't, but obviously I give a fuck. So it's like I gotta start doing something about it. So I mean, yeah. So my album's out. I'm very proud of it. I'm probably gonna keep this episode short because that's really all I wanted to say, you know. So once this thing's done, I'm probably gonna fucking end it there. I'm definitely not gonna go an hour today. I'm fucking tired as fuck. Got out of work, fucking dealing with people, you know. And I don't want to get too much into detail, but hey, some people, dog, fuck. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, that's all I can say actually. You know, there's no one I really hate or anything, but it's just like I feel like I just get annoyed very easily, bro. Whether it's like my friends, my family, people, my coworkers, people I like, people I don't like. Like one thing about me is like I get annoyed very easily, but I know that's a me problem, right? So for me, whenever time I'm annoyed or upset or angry, I try to not vocalize the way I feel because I know it's just me in my head, you know. So I just get fucking annoyed, bro. Like, dude, I don't even. There's too many examples to give, dude. But just small things. I'm a type of person that sweats the small things, dude. Like, if someone's in my face, pressing me, you know, calling me a bitch, you know, wants to get down with me, I'll probably like, hey, man, like, you know what? Let me not act rash in this situation. What's the best course of action for me to take? You know, how can I avoid any potential fucking unnecessary risk to myself, whatever the fuck. And then it's like, if I'm in a situation where like I'm driving behind someone and they're going 5 miles under the speed limit, like I'm like, fuck this motherfucker, like this person's a fucking bitch, what are they doing, you know? So yeah, I fucking sweat the small things big time, bro. That's one problem that I have. So I've been trying to just let shit go. It's like, dude, I'm mad now, but I won't be mad in an hour. I won't be mad in 2 hours, you know? It's just temporary. Who gives a fuck, you know? And that's actually advice that I got from Brian, you know? He always tells me that shit. He's always like, dude, you're fucking, like you getting mad is you giving power to fucking other people, right? You're basically letting other people be in control of your emotions because you don't know how to handle them, you know. And that's something that I already know. That's something Brian would tell me, like, hey bro, you're mad now, but you won't be mad later, you won't be mad tomorrow, bro. It's just like you're only in this moment, right, that you're mad. You gotta just let that shit go. Brian always talks about shit like that, dude. I'm kind of sad that he's not here, actually. I shouldn't say that, I don't give a fuck, but I wish Brian was here, you know, to record with me. Just our schedules haven't lined up. But I mean, I do have some ideas. Oh fuck, I do have some ideas to record with him. But it's just like we gotta see when. You know, he's pretty busy. We're both pretty busy gentlemen, you know. So yeah, like I said, I won't keep this too long. You know, I won't fucking. This is definitely not gonna be an hour-long podcast episode. Only because I don't want it to be, right? So since this is my YouTube channel, I get to record whenever I want. I get to record as long as I want, and I get to record whatever the fuck I want, you know. Okay. Actually, one more thing. Actually, definitely. So I have an idea for some new content. So it's gonna be like a new thing. I just don't know if I should post it on my Napescape channel or my Stoner Talk channel. Only because my Napescape channel would technically be more like appropriate for it. Um, but my stone, excuse me, my Stoner Talk podcast channel is the one with a little bit of a following that gets a little bit more views than my Napescape one, right? So I'm probably gonna change the name of my channel. Instead of being Stoner Talk Podcast, I'm probably just gonna have it as Stoner Talk, and then instead of doing podcasts only and then doing clips or shorts, I'm probably gonna start doing podcasts and then other form of content, and then I'll do shorts and clips, and then I'll upload it on my Namescape and my Stoner Talk podcast channel. My Stoner Talk channel, okay? So from now on, I'm probably going to change the name from Stoner Talk Podcast to Stoner Talk, but I'm going to still continue to do Stoner Talk Podcast and then keep uploading them, recording and uploading, right? Keep upgrading my setup that I have, you know? But then change the name of the channel from Stoner Talk Podcast to Stoner Talk, only so I can keep doing the podcast and then keep doing start doing some other forms of content, right? So that way I know, like, there's certain people who probably like watching like the podcast and shit, but then maybe if I start doing the other content, it'll start drawing people into either Namescape or Stoner Talk. And then once that keeps going, I'm actually okay. I'm gonna shut up. Actually, I shouldn't even talk about that. I should shut the fuck up. But yeah. So I'm definitely gonna keep. I'm gonna keep making moves. I'm gonna keep doing other shit. Definitely. So more stuff is coming. But yeah. So I'm gonna probably say it one more time, a couple more times. You know. Give me 1 second. Once again, you can look me up, Namescape, on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Shazam, Deezer, Pandora, Amazon Music, any other music, wherever the fuck you get your music from, doesn't even fucking matter. So yeah, Namescape. My new album is called 0 Likes, 0 Plays, 0 Followers. And I mean, that's fucking pretty self-explanatory, right? There's a reason why it's called that, right? Like I said, there's a lot of times in my life where I feel like I've made art and shit, and then no one really gave a fuck about it. Like one of my prime examples being my music, right? And then I feel like kind of for the first time in my life, I've been making like I've been making like a certain type of content that's actually like getting a little bit of views, right? You know, breaking my expectations. That's like growing, you know, doing better and better as it continues. So I'm just like, dude, this is like kind of like a little bit motivating, right? Versus like I talk about it all the time, dude. How many episodes now? I can't even, too many to reference, but I feel like making music is just fucking like I know I look dumb holding the microphone like this, but it's pretty comfortable. I don't want to I don't want to hold it like this or whatever the fuck, but it's pretty comfortable. I know that making music is fucking discouraging for me, bro, because I work so hard on certain shit. You know, it takes me so long to make the song. Sometimes I can make them easily, sometimes I can't. I release that shit and I always get so little views and so little likes and shit, so little plays. And it's like, dude, sometimes that shit makes me want to stop making music. But then it's like, there's times where I go through shit where I'm like, fuck, I think I need to fucking do something right now, like right fucking now. And I usually end up like making a song or something. So making music like really helps me with my mental health, but a lot of times it's like discouraging where I'm like, fuck, like I feel good and I made a song, but fuck, if I post it, damn, dude, like nothing, bro. And then you see like that one dude, that fucking mute rapper, right? Fucking, this dude's fucking famous now, dude. What the fuck? You know, I'm like, damn, bro. Jesus Christ, dude. We got fools with disabilities fucking making better music than fucking Napescape, I guess, bro. Damn, bro. That's just like so discouraging, bro. So yeah, dude. I kind of like got used to that, right? So that's the main reason, like, I called it that because I'm like, most of the time when I release music, I have to fucking like, I have to tell my house, I have to, dude, I'm stuttering now. I have to fucking tell myself ahead of time, like, bro, you worked so hard on this song and you did so good and it sounds so good, but when you release it, you're gonna get 0 likes, 0 plays, you're gonna have 0 followers, bro. So don't get discouraged, bro. Don't let it get to you. Who gives a fuck, dude? Just fucking post it. Who gives a fuck? And then so that's why that kind of gave me the inspiration where I'm like, damn, like this next album, I feel like probably like one of the best, like I said, this is probably one of the best albums I fucking like. This is probably the best album I've made. I'm sorry, I keep making that mistake. This is the best album I've made so far out of all the albums I made. And it's like, I'm expecting, that's what I'm expecting, right? 0 likes, 0 plays, 0 followers. So that's why I named my album 0 likes, 0 plays, and 0 followers, right? Oh, excuse me, pretty crossfaded right now. So yeah, check it out on Amazon, YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Wherever you listen to music, it's there. 0 likes, 0 plays, 0 followers. New album by yours truly, Napes Cape, the Cape of Napes, the master of sex. Okay. So I'm gonna end it soon if I'm being honest. I'm gonna fucking finish up. Okay. And then one last thing I wanted to talk about would be my fucking artwork. So I've mentioned it before in a previous episode, like I always say, but I've made too many episodes now for me to fucking go back and reference it. One of the things that I'm fucking lacking on the most, if I out of all my arts, like my working out, my music, my fucking drawing, and then my podcasting, my YouTube music, my podcasting, my music videos, right? The one that I'm lagging on the most would have to be my fucking drawing. I feel like drawing is my worst skill. Obviously I'm fucking way better than you, like I always say, but that's like my worst skill. That's the one that I fucking lack on. And the thing that I struggle with the most, two things actually: perspective and fucking color. And sometimes when I try to draw, I feel like I'm a fucking idiot or something, where I'm like, how the fuck do I not understand perspective? If I literally live in a 3-dimensional world. I'm sorry. Shit slipped out of my hand. Okay, now I'm seeing the downside of holding this shit. I'm getting too comfortable. I fucking let it go. Okay. That's funny. I'm high as fuck. So I'm like, damn. How do I not understand perspective if I literally live in a 3D world and I'm surrounded by fucking like perspective everywhere, right? Like right now, the way that I'm sitting, I can see like a wall, and then fucking this line, that line, everything, the line of the table, this shit lining up, everything. So I'm like, how the fuck do I not understand perspective? And then I'm like, how do I not understand fucking color, dude? Like, I can literally see colors and shades and hues and everything, but when I try to translate that into my hand, drawing on like a page or fucking coloring on my fucking Procreate, whatever the fuck, all of a fucking sudden, I don't know how to fucking visualize color. So I struggle a lot with. That's one of the reasons why I failed art school, if I'm being honest. I fucking fail. I struggle a lot with color. I struggle a lot with like the fucking shades, shadings, right? The like something that my art teacher said was like, your eye automatically goes to the contrast between the darkest darks and the lightest lights. So if you can create something like that, like that's like one of the most visually attracting things that you can like have on a page that you're drawing or whatever. And then I'm like, so I kind of try to keep that in mind. So every time I have something dark, I try to contrast it with something light, and then I try to like remember, like, you can't just go dark as fuck and then like straight white, right? You have to like, has to be a little bit of a sort of like a little bit of a fucking like, what's it called? Shading, I guess. I don't know. Fucking, I'm blinking out right now. Like, you see, like, I'm kind of like, I don't even know the terms and shit. A little bit of a hues gradient. Is it gradient? there has to be like color gradients, right? I think that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. If I'm getting it wrong, let me know. I really don't know. So I fucking failed art school. I won't be able to. I probably won't go back because I know I'll fail again. But I feel like YouTube really helps me, right? Like I'm like, how the fuck, how to draw in perspective, how to draw in, fucking 3 point, how to do 4 point, whatever the fuck, or 2 point. I don't know what the fuck it is. So yeah, as you can tell, I really struggle with perspective. I really struggle with like coloring, hues, fucking shading, contrasting. Like I really struggle with that shit, dude. And it's like, damn, I gotta like, I just don't even want to like sit down and do it. That's the main reason why I haven't done it. But my last like album that the album that I just made and I just finished and I just released, 0 likes, 0 plays, 0 followers, out now by Napescape on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Shazam, Deezer, Pandora, Amazon Music, everywhere. So check it out. Last album that I released, I've been really trying to like experiment with the color. Or there's this art channel that I watch on YouTube. I'm so sorry, I really do not remember the name. If not, I would fucking shout them out. But I watch your channel a lot. They have a lot of good advice. They're basically saying like, fuck, what were they saying again? Oh, there's this guy who's like, he's like has like a laptop, and he had this dude. Jesus, I don't even remember his name. I had like his videos like liked on my shit and saved. So I'll have to shout him out later. But fucking he had this thing where he had like this color randomizer on his computer. So he had a picture and he was basically just coloring it in, and then he couldn't tell which color it was. So like everything kind of looked like gray, everything looked like the same color. So he was just doing like light shades and then dark shades and shit like that. And then at the end he turned on the color randomizer, so everything was just a random color, but the picture still made sense, because even though like he was drawing a picture of a person and there's like purple and red and green and yellow and shit, like the lights and the darks like ended up like making the structure of the face, and then like the contrasting of the fucking the color hues and fucking shades and gradients, whatever the fuck, kind of like gave the impression of a face still, even though like the colors were all wrong. You could still, your brain was still able to process that was a picture of a face. So I was like literally like, what the fuck? That shit blew my fucking mind, if I'm being honest. And I was literally like, damn, like that's what I wanted to try for my this album color. Obviously, like you can tell if you fucking check out the cover art for 0 likes, 0 plays, 0 followers, out now on everywhere you stream music. Check it out. Fucking I was trying to draw my face using as little orange or fucking red or whatever the fuck is, I mean orange or like skin color as possible, right? I try to use as many like random colors as I could, and then at the end I try to add a little bit of orange so you can kind of tell it's like skin and shit. But I feel like it came out really, really, really good, and I'm gonna keep experimenting with that like style of art. But the main reason I wanted to like keep doing art is because like I want to make comics one day. I have a lot of ideas for a lot of shit. I'm not gonna make the same mistake again. Fucking talk about my plans and shit. But I want to make comics. I have a lot of ideas for a lot of serious ones and a lot of funny ones and joke gag ones, right? So if I whenever I feel like it, I guess I'm eventually, I have to do it. Let me fucking, no, I'm not even gonna force myself, because if I force myself I won't want to do it. So eventually one day when I fucking feel like it, I'll start making comics and shit. I'll start coming out with some good shit, some serious shit, some funny shit, silly shit, maybe even some romantic shit, something you can fucking, all you weirdos can fucking beat off to, right? So I mean that was basically all I wanted to say, right? My name is Napescape. I made a new album. It's called 0 likes, 0 plays, 0 followers. Out now everywhere you stream music. I'm gonna keep saying it only because if you're watching this episode, whoever watching the full episode, like if you're 34 minutes into this video, if you're 34 minutes and fucking like I don't even know. I forgot, cause I have to link up the shit, so I'm gonna have to chop this shit up and edit it. So I don't know if it's gonna be that exact time. But if you're fucking like this far into the video, fucking, and like you've listened to me talk about that shit, literally mention my album so many times, and you're not gonna check it out, like fuck you, bro. I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Who gives a fuck? It doesn't really matter. But yeah, fuck you. So I'm gonna keep mentioning it as much as I can, right? My album, and then and like the shorts that I make for this podcast episode, like every short is gonna be like fucking like 0 likes, 0 plays, 0 followers. Check it out. It's out now. You know. Obviously, I'm gonna mention it before I close out, but let me finish like I said I would. You know, it'd be kind of funny. Like I said, I said I didn't want to record for an hour. It'd be funny if I ended up like recording for an hour. That'd be funny as fuck. I would fucking. That should make me laugh. So let me mention it one more time, right? My name is Navescape. I recently released a Actually, let me start over. I'm sorry. I don't want to like fucking have like a gay delivery, right? I want to have like a clear message, you know. All right, so let me try again. My name is Navescape. I just recently released a new album. It's out now on all streaming platforms. It's called 0 likes, 0 plays, 0 followers. It's like a house, you know, dance electronic type album, I guess, music. So check it out. If not, fuck you, you're a bitch. And who cares? So, okay, let me fucking try to finish this bitch off. You know what I learned recently? I learned recently that when you smoke tobacco, you're not supposed to inhale it. I mean, I didn't learn it recently. I kind of I've been known for a little while, but you're not supposed to inhale tobacco like when you smoke it. You're not supposed to like you do with weed. Because tobacco is kind of like it kind of like makes you sick, I guess, or really fucks with you. And then I really thought about it. I'm like, damn. So all that time, like the movie Sandlot, like when I started like smoking tobacco, and it started like making me feel like shit for the first few times that I smoked it, I was like, damn. The movie Sandlot started to like really make sense to me because they were doing the chewing tobacco. Like it took me a while to figure it out, and they're swallowing that shit, right? And they started throwing up. So I was literally like, oh, that's why like when you smoke tobacco and you fucking like inhale that shit, it tastes nasty as fuck, and it fucking like makes you feel like kind of like lightheaded and shit. Makes you feel like kind of like a little nauseous, you know. So I was like, damn, that makes sense. So I mean, I kind of held it in right now, obviously, because I'm like kind of used to it, and plus there's fucking like a little bit of fucking you know, yerbaje in there, some fucking you know, lechuga de Satanas, you know, if you know what that means. That's why I held it in, not because there's fucking tobacco. I mean, technically there's fucking, you know, I mean, it's a blunt, obviously, so it's tobacco. But yeah, so if you're smoking tobacco, make sure you don't inhale that shit. You're supposed to keep it in your mouth, you know, and then like a straw, and then fucking blow it out, you know. If it's a cigar, you know, you can like a straw and then out through your nose or blow it out through your mouth. So, you know, wacky tobacco, you gotta be careful when you're smoking it, bro. Obviously, I'm not saying smoke it, but I'm saying if you happen to already have been smoking it, you know, prior to me mentioning this shit, just be careful of the way you do it, you know. All right, so pretty much done there. Once again, right, my final message for the end of this podcast episode, which is very important, obviously. I try to figure out how I'm gonna fucking like make the clips and shit or the shorts. But my final message for tonight, right? My name is Napescape. I'm an artist. I make music. I draw art. I have a YouTube channel. I work out. I have a fucking full-time job. And I recently released a podcast. Oh my god. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Okay. I'm gonna try one more time. I recently released a podcast. What the fuck? Dude, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Let me try again, right? All right. Let me try to do a serious one. Okay, serious one. All right. My name is Namescape. I'm an artist. I make music. I draw art, and I work a full-time job. And I recently released an album. It's a dance electronic house type album, I guess, music. It's out on every available streaming platform. It's called Zero Likes, Zero Plays, Zero Followers by Napescape. So check it out. And that's all I really had to say. So I guess fuck you, you're a bitch. Peace out.